Personal style. Let's talk about it. As a stylist for a little over 8 years, I've worked with so many different women from different walks of life. And what I can tell you that I've found from these experiences is that identity and personal style are so closely and tightly tied together. And this is a very significant topic because the closer you can identify your personal style, I feel like the more confident you can translate that into your wardrobe and just confidently go throughout life in. So, whatever phase or era of life you're in, I hope with this video I can inspire your approach at what that looks like when it comes to finding your personal style. What is even personal style to you? And what that can look like for you in your every day-to-day life. And there are methods out there like the 3-word Allison Bornstein method that really simplify this topic, but I really wanted to focus on a video where I just deep dived more into detail on how I even approach this and what I would probably recommend people do if they were working with me one-on-one. So with that being said, let's get into finding your personal style. Okay, let's talk aesthetics first thing. So, whether you're a visual learner or a more technical or logical person, either one doesn't matter because fashion is a visual thing for everyone. And so, what helps more than looking collectively and cohesively at everything that you like all at once? My biggest suggestion is to create a mood board, whether that's on Pinterest. Lately, I've been using a lot more Instagram just because Instagram I find is a more innovative and faster way to look at what's in style now and even back then. And you get some of the most recent and most up to date fashion trends and creative visuals of style or of clothing or shoes, everything all at once. It's honestly such a helpful resource for this first tip. So, what I actually do is I go into my saved or my liked tab of the photos that I've recently saved or liked. They could be style, architecture, whatever they may be. And then I make a collection or an album of what those photos are, and I see collectively all at once what I like, and I can start to kind of decipher what is it that I like on, for example, that model, but then also what trends that I would like to try or experiment with for myself. And I get to see that all in one setting and in one place. Canva and Photoshop are also great resources to use. But back to the mood board. So, whether you saved a photo of a celebrity or a famous fashion influencer, I want you to really look at all the photos collectively and think about what colors you continually see or what details, what's in the details that you really like about that purse or about that structure of coat or that dress. Really just take it in and decide what it is that you like. And you'll even find that some of these things you might like even more. And then some of these things you might even stop liking because then now your brain is going to go into part two. Okay, so number two, let's make a mental list of your must haves and things that you'll pass on. So your passes, in other words. So your must haves, just to give you an example, are things that make you feel really confident that you cannot live without in your wardrobe, the must haves that in your everyday to day lifestyle you constantly wear, gravitate towards, colors that you're obsessed with wearing. It could even be accessories that you cannot live without. Like, let's say you love big bags. Like, you cannot live without a big bag. And a tote bag or a great tote bag is like a must have in your closet because you're a mom of three. Or let's say that you're, getting a little bit older and your knees hurt if you don't wear comfortable shoes. So a must have for you might be also like a great stylish pair of go-to comfortable sneakers, but also fashion forward sneakers, something like that. Passes, on the other hand, are going to be the things that you'll pass on. Like, let's say with that example I just gave about the sneakers, you want really comfortable shoes and you really emphasize on comfortable shoes in your life. Stilettos are a pass. Or, you know, yeah, like clothing that doesn't make you feel confident, doesn't make you feel like yourself, doesn't make you feel like you and like what really speaks to your lifestyle is out. It's a pass. I'll give you an example. Obviously mini dresses for a lot of 70-year-old women and older are a pass. But hey, some 70-year-old women are different and they love to show off their legs, and maybe they still have great legs and they can rock it. So everyone's different. It might be a pass for some, might be a must have for some. So make a mental list of what those things are for you and what you feel comfortable in right now in this moment. Next, I want to talk about experimentation. Experimentation is so important because I used a word earlier that I think is really important when we talk about experimenting, and that is evolve. So when we look at, let's say you're on one of those like Vogue series videos where you look at photos of how you used to dress versus how you look at photos of how you dress now, what do you feel? Do you feel proud? Do you feel disappointed? I want you to hold on to that feeling and just remember and have grace with yourself. If it's disappointment, that if you would not have experimented with fashion then, you would not have gotten to this place where you are now. And maybe your lifestyle threw you off for a second and you're trying to find yourself again with your clothes, but that is okay. That is what this is about. It's about finding your personal style in yourself, okay? So have grace with yourself if you're feeling disappointment. If you feel on the flip side confidence, amazing. Then that's what the experimentation was all for. I'll give you a really personal example. 3 years ago, if you would have told me, Juliana, you look great in red, I would have been like, what? I never wear red. It's too much for me. I now am a red girl because it just took a little bit of influence from how hard it's been trending now and maybe some photos that I've seen on like how it's styled in a subtle way for me to then start buying red clothing and red shoes, etc. So I really got into the color red, but other than that, I've always been very much into neutrals. If anyone knows me super well, but it helped me. It helped like kind of challenge me, and I think that's a beautiful thing, is challenging yourself to get out of your comfort zone a little bit, because if you don't push yourself to get out of your comfort zone a little bit, it doesn't create confidence. It just creates you settling into your comfort bubble over and over again. So I do find that throwing yourself in a position or challenging yourself with different clothes can further help you find who you are. Apart from experimentation and understanding your must haves in your overall wardrobe, I think it's really important as women for us to practice consciously shopping and also practicing mindfulness when we're going shopping. So, what I mean by that is really shopping for those investment pieces that no matter if your style fluctuates, changes, let's say, in the next couple of years, you can still mix and incorporate it into the things in your already wardrobe and get the most cost per wear out of it. And last but not least, documentation is super important in seeing your style evolution throughout your life, and it's actually a really neat way to see that. I also believe in documenting and cataloging your staple uniform outfits that you cannot live without, that really speak true to your persona. I do this a lot and very often with clients that I work one-on-one on when I'm styling them, and I always get incredible feedback from them because not only does it help see the evolution of how you used to dress versus how you dress now, but it's just very efficient for example, when you're traveling or when you really feel like you don't know what to wear or what you have in your closet and you want a refresher or any ideas of new combinations or new looks that you can create with the things you already own. We are now at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy fashion content just like this one, give a like down below and subscribe for more content coming your way. Also, thank you guys so much for 5K. It means the world that you guys are enjoying my videos. And comment below, what was your favorite tip in finding your sense of style or in helping find your sense of style? I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Take care.